threw the chocolate cupcake at the annoying voice in the corner. All of my anger was relieved by the sound of the cupcake hitting my sister in the face. I stared in horror at the mess on the ground. It would take hours to clean it all up. The strawberry frosting looked as if it would stain the white bakery floor. I wanted to scream and yell. It took me 2 weeks to plan and prepare my 4-feet layered strawberry cake for the contest. This contest was so important to me. It was the annual French cake contest. I was wanting to enter it ever since I was a kid. I had preparing for 2 weeks for it. I would get up early into the morning and stay late into the night. I would go out and buy the freshest ingredients just to get the right cake dimensions. And now those dimensions were in a puddle of icing, batter, and sprinkles all over the floor. Tears started rolling down my face. I would never get to enter the cake contest. I would need so much time to fix it, and if I did have that time, I would need so much help. My sister ran over to me. She knew how important this was to me. I'm so sorry, it was an accident. I didn't mean to make your cake fall over. Here, I'll help you fix it. She started to get the mop, but I yelled, "Get out! You don't need anything. You ruined it all. I don't want your help. Just go away." My sister ran out of the room crying. I did not care how she felt. I knew that she was upset for my tone, but I had too many emotions in my head. I sat on the floor and I closed my eyes for my headache, and I fell asleep from exhaustion. When I awoke, everything was dark, but somehow the mess of my cake was clean. It was dark and I couldn't see well. I realized I was thirsty, so I got up. I started walking, but I leaned on the table for support. My head was so dizzy. I leaned my hand on the table, but I didn't feel the table. My hand fell into something large, cold, and squishy. I shrieked and I stumbled backwards. My leg pushed the table and everything on the table fell over. My cake was on a puddle on the floor. I stared at my cake, frustrated that it was knocked over once again. And out of the darkness, a pink fairy appeared. She looked at me. She said, "You just ruined your own cake." I stared at her. How could you be angry at your sister when you made the exact mistake she did? I realized that the fairy was right. I woke up from my dream. Remembering the fairy's words, I felt disappointment and embarrassment. I wanted to apologize. My sister didn't deserve the way that I spoke to her. I ran to my sister. She was in her room on her bed, upset. I went to her and I hugged her. I told her I was sorry, and I didn't mean to yell at her. I was just upset at what happened, and I asked her to forgive me, but she replied yes. Me and my sister did the very best on the new strawberry cake. I smiled at my sister as the first place ribbon was placed on it.